Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope this video can make it a little bit better. Today we're going to be showcasing 5-star Lillia, so let's just get right into it. So here we have our constellation. You see the first 3 normal star powers, and then we have a good amount filled out. So let's go take a look at those. So when you summon a unit without playing it, granted spirit. The 3-star then just increases that twice. When you summon a unit without playing it, granted spirit twice. This works with your sleep mechanic, because then when you bring a unit back from sleeping, it counts as just being summoned but not played. Then if the 2-star, the +1 starting mana, round start, create the blooming bud in hand so we can sleep our units or enemy units. Then if you already have one, reduce its cost by 1. The 4-star that we're able to pick up, crush, allies have overwhelm. This is okay. Overwhelm is always good to have on your units. However, this does feel a little bit less impactful than many of the other champions that get overwhelmed, such as like Gwen or Viego. Both of them like this a lot more. For Lillia, not quite as needed. But then the 5th star, game start, get an extra mana gem. This is really nice because Lillia is a 3-cost champion, so getting that 1 extra mana lets us play her immediately. But we also got some stars, some other powers in the constellation as well. So Nexus Health and Gold, pretty nice. Your support champs have Stalker's Blade. This is very nice because you can keep summoning them with your sleep mechanic, so you can have them keep triggering this strike effect. Very, very good. And then your Alina gets double time watch, so round start. So round end, reduce my cost by 1. Decent. You're still not going to play this that often, but at least if you get this in your opening hand, it can then count down. You might end up playing it. And then the last upgrade we have, so the followers who inquire in adventures that cost 4 or more have pickaxe. This one is a little interesting since normally you don't necessarily want to get units that cost 4 or more. With Lillia, you like to have very cheap units. So this one kind of goes against that, but trying to push you maybe towards getting some of those more expensive units. Now, as far as the build we're going with, we're going to go for the double Guardian Orb plus Echoing Spirit. Echoing Spirit, great to just get more copies of your Lillia, especially because you're wanting to play multiple copies of her. Also making your champion spells cost 1 less, really nice. And then the double Guardian Orbs, being able to buff up our deck with a bunch of random items. Also with the Echoing Spirit, since we're going to have more copies of Lillia in our deck, she's more likely to get epic items from the Guardian Orb. Now for this one, we decided to just have fun going through a Aurelion Soul match. Now if you enjoy all this daily Path of Champions content, a like and subscribe is greatly appreciated, and let's get into it. Alright, let's see where we can get. Sharing is Caring is pretty nice. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab this because we can easily trigger this multiple times, because if we have someone with a really good keyword, we can then put them to sleep, resummon them next round, and have it granted to everyone. Alright, so Ash with Power Overwhelming.
I'll lead the way.
How to counter Aurelia in the 5.5 Weekly Nightmare. So having stuns on hand is really nice. While their units can... if they free attack alongside the blades, even if they're stunned, you can then stun them while they are attacking in order to stop that. So Yasuo is quite nice there because he has, especially if you go with Echoing Spirit, he can have one cost stun the attacking enemy. So I actually really liked Yasuo for trying to counter that. Even though Oath is a play effect, you can play multiple Lillias fairly easily. That's true.
Let's face the world straight together, dream.
Yeah, Lillia can ramp up pretty insanely fast, especially with the 5-star being able to play her round 1. Although that Frostbite is fairly annoying. So let's see. So sadly, the Frostbite is going to continue because it's going to be exact copy. So when we resummon her, she's still going to be frostbitten. But by doing this, we can then immediately drop another one. And we can put this one to sleep as well. So we'll have 2 Lillias hitting the board next round. Yeah, when you aren't getting pressured immediately round one, if you can have any amount of time to set up, Lillia with this build just scales absolutely out of control, which is pretty fun.
Hurt its mother tree.
Alert the village!
The one issue is that up against like Swain, they just have so much removal that you're just constantly being pressured, and so you don't get to get this scaling off. Do you prefer Lillia or LeBlanc?
Kneel, students, rise, warriors.
I would say I prefer Lillia right now. I think she's... I've also played so much of LeBlanc that her playstyle can get a little bit boring. But I would go with Lillia right now. Once LeBlanc gets
Follow my lead.
her 6-star though, like her full constellation, that could change. Alright. Nice. GG. Man, the ARAM mini-boss in the 6.5 is rough. Yes. Yes, it is. Morgana for that one is very nice, just being able to lock them down so they can't do anything. Yeah, I really like Morgana for the 6.5-star this week. I guess we'll go here. Alright, so that'll be nice. We can play Neela for free. She can get a strike off for free. She can keep refilling our mana every time we play her. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Alright, gain more copies of our champion. That is perfect. Ooh, so Ezreal with perfected mana flow. This will be a little bit rough because he might be able to kill us.
Quest accepted. Wait,
They pulled a 90-90 Elder Dragon on you. You couldn't stop him. That's pretty crazy. I've actually never seen them play Elder Dragon before. Yeah, that's a rough one.
I brought my books. Hope that's all right.
Yeah, the 5 mana play Lillia immediately is so nice. Oh look, Scout.
Just as I hypothesized.
So I'm a little bit worried that if I try to immediately sleep her, they're just going to try to kill her right away. So let's play this because we can play it for free.
And I smile.
don't blink or you miss me.
Don't trip. Don't trip.
So if we do this, they'll potentially... Well, they only have 1 mana. So we'll use this to put her to sleep, and then we'll play another one. Which is another reason why Echoing Spirit is so nice on your Lillia. Just to make sure you have multiple copies, because you want to be playing multiples of her. Gotta ban someone again.
Close your eyes and dream with me.
Do. Let's see. Alrighty.
Don't judge a bud before its bloom. Dance with me.
Sure, let's get this scout attack off.
No sweat.
A little dream does
Well,
double.
she's gonna probably die next round, but that's okay.
Don't trip. Don't trip.
Nice, GG. Where do they come from? What, the bots?
Afraid of us.
I mean, people just make bots to try to scam people. Lissandra's 2nd star power should be game start, create a watcher in your hand. If Lissandra is evolved, reduce its cost by 10. Interesting. Draw 2, grant them fleeting. Don't really want this to get epic items. I mean, I guess Neela makes these. Keeper of Masks. Ooh, summon a Keeper of Masks now or at next round start. Our Keeper has a whole bunch of items on it, so getting more copies of this actually isn't bad. Yeah, we really like the Keeper. Double attack, reduce my cost. Double attack is nice, but we can potentially already get it. Having the power rift so we can get more Lilias going faster, I think will actually be better for us. All right, so Swain with Unyielding Determination.
Show them their place.
Yeah, I hope they add Lysandra as a champion. I think it'd be really fun. Also, I hope we can kind of go, I mean, at least this next month without getting a P&Z champion. We have already so many with their constellations. I would kind of like it not to happen more, especially with us getting Arcane soon. So this won't draw anything, sure.
Let's face the one
Ramen Wrangler, thank you for the follow.
I have my orders.
joy, unbound and everlasting. Don't judge a bud before its bloom. Go on, dance.
All right, so we can attack, get a good amount of damage down, sleep our Lillia,
Ferry your dreams to the garden.
and then we can drop another Lillia,
Bloom
get some more items going. Fantastic. Also, Victor is confirmed at Arcane 2.
a little dream does
Yeah.
wonder.
See, I like Victor. Hopefully that comes maybe like in the Arcane patch.
Who's gonna get in my way?
Where
I mean, I suppose we can just put these both to sleep again for next round, but it's kind of going to be a little bit of overkill. But also Heimerdinger might come. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they just did nothing but like P&Z for the next little while, but we already have so many.
does wonders.
It would be nice if we kind of moved away.
Go on, dance.
Same with Noxus. Like, I like Noxus. I like all their champions a lot.
Don't trip.
But we do have a good amount of Noxus already.
A little dream does
GG. Giving some more constellations for some of the other regions that only have like 1 or 2 would be nice.
Truly, this is the greatest of joys.
I don't have a burst speed, a sleep spell, but you can get that later with Lillia, yes. I guess let's grab this one. Robe Maker. We could just put a whole bunch of darkness in our deck, but we're fine. And let's actually cut cards so that our one item is more likely to help us. Let's get rid of the Dewdrop Harvest. We already have so much power coming from the Guardian Orbs that reducing our card just increases that power even more. So Caitlyn with Unyielding Determination.
I'm on the case.
Yeah, I would love another Freljord one, especially if they added, like, Lysandra. Let's get rid of both of these. Yeah, Leona's already in the game.
When tribe calls, a reply is proper.
All right, perfect. 0 cost Lillia. Although I guess we could drop this first and kill him. Yeah, might as well.
Joy, unbound and everlasting. Let's face the world straight together, dream.
Let's just Drop this, put her to sleep, immediately drop another one. Zero cost Lillia OP.
Where hope takes you.
And yeah, we can save this for later. It'll be a nice way to drop this on our board and give our units elusive.
Quiet things are strong.
Oh, speaking of elusive. I mean, we could recall our Neela, but she'd lose a lot of that scaling. Yeah, I think let's drop this here.
Kneel students, rise warriors.
The sea tells me all I need.
And then drop this here to give everyone elusive.
Or I'll cut 'em out.
Submit to ecstasy.
Alright, get a nice scout attack off.
Elation and water.
And GG. What relics do you use with Lillia? So the summon relics are all very, very good for her. So Everfrost, when I'm summoned, stun the strongest enemy. Stalker's Blade, when I'm summoned, strike the weakest enemy. Guardian Orb, when I'm summoned, add epic items to random cards in your deck. All those are really good. Also paired with the Echoing Spirit to get more copies of Lillia, reduce down your champion spell so you can sleep more your units, so you can play more Lilias. All that is pretty solid. Tough, Faded. This is decent sustained, but we're normally playing her for not very much, so it won't really happen too much. We are triggering Faded a decent amount. Yeah, that'll be okay. That'll give us a little more scaling. No, there is... Morgana's a Targon champ. So we have... Like, there's no Targon-only champs that have constellations. That's what you're meaning. When you summon a created ally, granted 2/2. I forget, does this trigger from our sleeps? Do these count? Do those count as created units after they've been put to sleep? I kind of forget if it works like that. I know Rush Them Down does. It should, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that's... We'll test it out. Alright, Mind Meld. No, let's... I mean, Mind Meld's not terrible. Wouldn't mind getting rid of this. Or, yeah. We'll maybe try the Mind Meld. It gives you different cards you can cut. Normally, it gives you cards you don't want to cut, but we'll see. Let's go for Tom Kench with Unstable Inventory. So we can just make our deck very narrow, so that all the cards that are there are just going to get tons of epic items. That would be pretty good. This is fine. Who is the best support champion for Ashe?
I'm not afraid.
I like going mono. This would potentially die, but... I like going for mono Shurima, so also getting like a Sejuani, because Sejuani also has a decent amount of frostbites that she can get as well. I do like that a decent amount. Anivia, yeah. Staying mono Freljord is normally pretty good for your Ashe, because that way you just get more of your spell, more frostbites. How about Gwen? I mean, Gwen could be just a fine general champion. I don't think she really has particularly good synergies with Ashe. But it's not like she's a bad character.
does wonders. Go on, dance.
I'm trying to see if we can... Oh my word. They really do need to improve this UI so it's actually readable. I was trying to see if the Biggle Dust Dash worked, but it's kind of hard to see.
Don't judge a bud before its bloom.
Oh well.
Things aren't strong. Go on, dance.
GG.
Sleep quietly, dream well.
But yeah, the more cards we cut, the narrower our deck is. Kind of the better. Don't really care about any of these, but these would be 2 created units, so it's like, I guess. Alright, let's go for Mind Meld. Yep, I'm fine with cutting that. Fine with cutting that. We're not really playing the Spirit Lanes. Kinku's Call is okay, but yeah, we can cut that as well. Cut this as well. I will do a reroll because that resets... Oh, it doesn't reset the cost here. So every time you're cutting a card, it makes you pay more and more health. Normally, or for some of the things that do this, you can reroll to reset the cost back down. But apparently it doesn't work here. I think we're probably fine. Like 16 damage is a lot. Probably still survive, but let's not be too greedy this time. All right, Fiora or Poppy. Let's go for Poppy with level up.
Huh? You want me? Well, okay.
But yeah, that should help us a lot. Let's get rid of these 2. Almost half of our deck should be Lillia right now. So she's very lucky or likely to get epic items.
Dreams bloom where hope takes root.
Didn't get that many that time, actually. Sure, we can drop this for free.
I slay horrors and I smile.
Alright, so we still should be able to play at least 1. I suppose, actually, the better way to do it
Close your
would have been to play one of our Blooming Buds and keep the Dream Laden Bow in hand. That way, the other Lillia would have reduced it down by 1 more instead of creating it. So then we could have used it 1 more time. Yeah, that would have worked out a little bit better. Sure, let's play this here.
A little dream does wonders.
Alright, so what have we gotten? Surprisingly, not actually that much. But
With me.
this will be fine. All of our units are massive.
Where things
Oh,
aren't
GG. Always being able to play your champion round 1 is so good. So yeah, the 5-star for Lillia is nice. The Overwhelm, honestly, not the best 4-star. Like, it's really good for some people, but for Lillia, quite often you don't really need it. Don't really care about adding any of these to our deck. Round Start Rally sounds perfect. Rekindler, Item Chest. Item Chest sounds good. Let's actually... We have 26 cards. Okay, so it says 4 copies, but then at game start, we get another 7. So yeah, we have a ton of Lillias in our deck. All right, yeah, Lee Sin.
Your will, my hands.
Best champion for Crown Guard Inheritance, Alawi and Gwen. Both of them are absolutely fantastic with it. When you proc it, you normally can just attack and end the game immediately. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's decent on a lot of other people though, but I just think it's best for
Let's face the world of strengths together.
Gwen and Alawi.
We each hold a world within.
Sure, we can try to drop this one for free.
Mine to command.
So yeah, we will play this here. We have another copy of Lillia.
Uh-oh, look out.
So she'll get put to sleep. We'll play one more for free. I think this will get reduced down. Well, I guess we don't have another Lillia anyways.
Slim where Hulk is. Oh,
So yeah, if we had one more copy, we could then play her and it'd be good.
Lucky you. I'm the last thing you'll see.
Oh well.
Elation
So let's get
and
our
order.
scout attack in.
Open wide, sugar.
Alright, we'll have both of our Lilias being resummoned next round, giving us a bunch of epic items. And we'll have our rally from our domination, so we can just immediately attack and end the game.
quiet things.
Alawi with Crown Guard, Gale Force, and Tempest Blade. She can finish in one turn. I mean, you don't need the Gale Force or the Tempest Blade.
Extend your senses.
Dance with me.
You won't feel it at first.
Alright, GG. Yes, Alawi is a girl. You never noticed that? Iceborne Gauntlet. Sure, that seems fine. Well, I guess your mind just got blown by that. That's okay. Alawi needs more vowels in her name. Healer, let's see. What do we want to cut? We're probably never going to play this. But we have a lot of Shadow Assassins. And we're not really needing them. We have 5 of them. Cutting them would then give us a lot of space in our deck, which isn't bad. Yeah, it's a good card, but I don't feel like we need it. Cutting this will have the biggest impact, so sure. Viego with Duplicate.
No power in this world can stop me.
She also did Gangplank behind the scenes. Yes. Have fun checking the wiki. She is 100% a girl or a woman.
Let's face the world's strengths together, dream.
I will launch the ally.
Quiet you.
And she tried to date Braum, but he was too much of a Giga Chad for her. I mean, it was more the fact that he got seasick, but yeah, she is very muscular, but still a woman. So yeah, this was working out perfectly. We're getting 3 Lilias on the board turn 1. Oh, fantastic.
Your eyes and dream with me. A little dream does wonders.
Actually, we might be able to get 4 on the board turn 1 because we have double attack.
Things are strong.
So this costs nothing. So we can then sleep another Lillia and get a 4th one on the board. All right,
Let's face the world's
turn one
greatest
for
together.
Lilia's.
Things are strong.
This is perfect.
Go on, dance. A little dream does wonders. Go on, dance. Where things are strong.
And since we have so few cards in our deck other than Lillia, this is why we're getting so many in our opening hand and why she is getting so many epic items.
Don't judge a bud before it's bloomed.
Oh, GG.
Things are strong. Oh, are they afraid of us?
Charon? I think it's Charon? Not, oh man, there's so many ones that are like close to it. Charon? Charon? A lot of different ways you can pronounce that. Anyways, thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate the support. Might have lethal, not sure. Yeah, just a bit. Sure, we can go for barrier, so every time she summons, she's just hitting the entire board with barrier. That'll be pretty good. When an ally dies at one of the enemy nexus, normally not gonna have units die. Don't want this to fill up. A last one was correct. Okay, good to know. I think let's do a reroll here. Stun the strong enemy, challenger. Not bad. Looking for something a little bit more impactful. This can be okay. Yeah, it's filling up one spot, but it's going to make our attacks pretty good. That's okay. With our epic item, the Big Ol' Dust Stash, they will be pretty big. Well, that and our star powers as well. Let's just keep trying to cut as many cards as possible. So let's go for Misfortune with Unstable Inventory.
Sure you can handle me?
Barrier can also protect you from being trolled by Reckoner's Mark. That's true. It's pronounced Bob. Let's see. Let's get rid of pretty much everything but our Lillia. We want to get as many copies as possible. Oh, this actually is bad. We need to have this get drawn by the Farsight, because otherwise we don't have enough draw to make our Lillia free. Well, that's a little sad.
Dreams bloom where hope takes you.
Thank you. Okay, that's not bad.
Dreams at dusk take wondrous shapes.
I can't stand Guardian Orb Lillia because I swear I get Reckoner's Mark on her every game. I mean, you just have to make sure your Reckoner's Mark, like you can't make sure, but as long as Reckoner's Mark isn't the first thing you get, it's normally fine.
Face the world's strength
Because yeah,
together.
you're normally going to end up getting it, but eventually it's not a big deal.
Don't judge a bud before it's bloom. Where things are strong.
So we could sleeper, couldn't play another one, but at least she's going to activate all the orbs next round.
To the garden.
I mean, we're going to be able to open attack and end the game, so it's not really going to matter. It's always the first thing I get on her. Yeah, it's a little sad.
A little dream does wonders.
That's the thing with Guardian Orb, it is very random.
Dance. A little dream does wonders. Don't trip.
Alright,
Don't
GG.
trip.
Finally managed to beat Lissandra with the help of your videos. Nice. Congrats. There's a lot of really good rewards from Lissandra, so
Are they afraid of us?
if you can start beating it, that'll be very helpful. I guess we'll get the Green Glade Lookout. This might be the next card we cut if we get too many copies. Let's see. Yeah, we're trying to cut whatever's going to be the most impactful. So we have a couple things where we have 4 copies. This one and then the Green Glade Lookout. This is better because if we draw it from the far sight, then that gives our Lillia the 0 cost reduction. Or just do it down to 0. So yeah, let's get rid of the Green Glade Lookout. So we have 23 cards right now. We have 5 copies of Lillia, but then when we play her, we get 7 more copies. So a huge amount of our deck is just Lillia. Yasuo with perfected mana flow.
My destination. I'll tell you when I get there.
I would switch to Stalkers or Guardians, but there's so many bad scenarios like spamming home turf or landmarks, getting Reckoners immediately, or giving the same 5 mana cost reduction items. There's a lot of things that can get me wrong. Yeah, I mean, it's random, so sometimes you get all the best upgrades, other times you just get things that literally hurt you. Have any champion-specific items like Starforge been added to the pool? Not yet, but...
How'd you do that?
Yeah, let's drop this here. They said they're working on a system to make those available to get. I kind of wish they just made it so you were able to get them in the Golden Reliquaries, but apparently they're designing some sort of system to make that work. I need 5-star Viego to beat her. Viego is pretty good against her.
Let's face the world straight together, dream.
Alright, so 3 Lilias round 1. Not too bad.
Are you the one with wing technique?
A little dream does what
Left foot.
Yeah, that barrier was very nice for that Reckoner's Mark. Oh, look. We're going to be able to end round 1.
Don't
Oh.
touch your butt before it's
Nice. GG. Yeah, they definitely should slightly adjust Guardian Orb to make sure it, like, can't give home turf, since home turf doesn't matter at all.
afraid of us.
So they should try to look at some stuff there. I don't really like any of these. This one's not bad, though, because the 1-cost follower is going to be a created unit, so it's going to be pretty massive. Don't really want to get more Formless Blades. I guess we'll go here. Alright, Jinx with level up.
I like you.
I have 1 more Lysandra to do. Tried Yumi 4-star and rolled over everything till Lysandra, who just smashed me. No vestige of Helia. Yeah, that's rough. That is pretty often what happens, is everything goes great up until Lysandra, and then she just stomps you. Smeg Knight. Thank you for the follow. Let's see. Yeah, I'll have the barrier, so this should be fine, unless we immediately get Reckoner's Mark. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Oh. Huh.
Just don't come any closer.
Okay, we are still fine. Yeah, we'll physically attack.
Whoopsie, Lily.
I easily got to Lysandra with Yi, but spamming spells with him, she just destroyed me. Yeah.
Dreams bloom where hope.
By the way, what region Yumi takes if they're both Bandle City and Targon? She is a Bandle City champion. That's what she counts for.
Don't touch your butt before it's bloom.
Yeah, we can drop this. That should accounts for your constellation materials. Is yeah, Bandle.
Don't trip! Don't trip!
This is showing that it's going to count, but I don't think it will.
Don't judge a bud before its bloom.
Open wide, sugar.
Yeah, well.
You won't feel it at first.
I know how to use this.
All right, so we're going to try this here. Normally, this didn't used to work. Like, yes, while she's trying to give Scout, normally that happens after the attack is declared, so you don't get your Scout attack.
Don't trip! Don't trip!
Yeah, I think it's just a visual bug. Well,
Open wide, sugar.
All right, so we're going to test it. I don't think this used to not work. I'm pretty sure it's not going to work again. I think it's just going to count as our normal attack, even though it's showing the Scout icon.
A little green dust does wonders. Weapons are strong.
Okay, yeah, so just making sure that, again, it doesn't work. When you have the bonded bucklers, given the unit next to you Scout, that still doesn't actually work for your Scout attack because they get Scout like after the attack has been declared. So I'm pretty sure that is how it was going to work. I just had to make sure. Just another fun little visual bug.
Better things.
I would love to have Azir as a champion, path champion, not just a support. Yeah, that would be very nice. He's often a very good support champion for so many people. He'd be fun to play around with.
Go on, dance. A little green dust does wonders.
I'll be quick.
All right, GG.
Are strong.
I'd love Xerath, but he'll feel very different control champ with a fun playstyle. Yeah, Xerath would be pretty awesome.
Are strong.
Pretty much all of the Ascended champions would be
Sleep
pretty
quietly.
great.
Dream well.
Hopefully they just also fix Nasus to make him feel a little bit better. Oh, it's freaking out again. We'll go for the Spritlings. Alright, so just Aurelian Soul with Unyielding Determination.
Naturally.
I'm waiting for Ari to have my recall shenanigans to Path of Champions. Yes, we need a ally recall deck. That's one of the playstyles. We just don't have anything close to it right now. So that would be something good to have, is Ari. Yeah, a lot more, or a couple more Freljord or Shrima champs would be quite nice. All right, perfect. A hand mostly full of Lillia.
Close your eyes and dream with me.
That's not too bad. Especially because we'll be able to get another strike off,
Wondrous shape.
which means we get more cost reduction. This is going to be very good.
Dreams bloom where hope takes root.
So we could use one of these. Yeah, I think this will actually be a bit better.
Does wonders. Uh-oh, look out.
Because then we can play another Lillia,
Let's face the world sprites together.
and then we can play this for free to sleep it.
Go on.
And then we can play one more, so we can once again get 4 Lilias in a single turn. I don't know how we'll benefit from recalling our own units. So it synergizes very well with a lot of play effects.
Don't trip. Don't trip.
But then also they can have, like, when you recall a unit,
Little dream does
buff it up so that when you recall it again or play it again, it's more powerful. So you could have a scaling element to it.
Don't judge a bud before its bloom.
Oh my word, we're gonna be able to put her to sleep as well. So we have 4 Lillias asleep on our board, all ready to get resummoned next round. So when they get resummoned, they're all going to be triggering their Guardian Orbs and triggering the star powers, so they are all going to be massive. Oh my word. They have like 4 Reckoner's Mark each.
Dreams big and small, I'll carry them home.
They can imagine something really creative. Elror team is pretty good at that. All right, so we can put these to sleep and they'll immediately wake back up. We do have the issue that they might stun us, although their stuns are fast, so it's not like it really is going to matter. Sure, let's see what sort of scaling we can get.
Sleep and dream of better things. A little dream does wonders. Go on, dance where things are strong.
So I think we have the mana refills. We could literally play this forever and just keep scaling. But we'll try to get our scout attack off here.
A little dream does wonders. Where things are strong.
All right, GG. Infinite Lillia printing. Yeah, we could just sit here all day printing Lillias.
Oh, are they afraid of us?
Oh, so those are some pretty fun Lillia shenanigans. Yeah, the 5-star of getting that extra mana, really nice. You can just immediately start playing your Lillias round 1. That's fantastic. The 4-star of the Overwhelm, it's probably the least impactful Overwhelm out of anyone that has it. So like the other people, like especially Gwen and Viego, for both of them, Overwhelm, absolutely fantastic. For Lillia, though, it doesn't normally come into play as much. So it's okay, but not really that great of a 4-star. Thank you for watching that video, especially all the way to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.